ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਦੀਨ ਦਰਦ ਦੁਖ ਭੰਜਨਾ, ਘਟ ਘਟ ਨਾਥ ਅਨਾਥ। ਸਰਨ ਤੁਮਹਾਰੀ ਆਇਓ, ਨਾਨਕ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸਾਥ। ਗਿਆਨ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਛ ਕਰਮ ਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਸਾਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇਰੀ। ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ, ਜਿਨ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ। ਫਿਰਤ ਫਿਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ, ਪਰਿਆ ਤਉ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬੇਨਤੀ, ਆਪਣੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਲਾਏ। ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ, ਅਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਧੇਰ ਬਨਾਸ। ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਸੰਤ ਭੇਟਿਆ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ। ਕਾਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ, ਬਰਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਆਪ ਲੇਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ, ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ੍ਹ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸਾਜਨ ਸੰਤ ਕਰਹੁ ਇਹੋ ਕਾਮ, ਆਨ ਤਿਆਗ ਜਪਹੁ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ। ਸਾਜਨ ਸੰਤ ਕਰਹੁ ਇਹੋ ਕਾਮ, ਆਨ ਤਿਆਗ ਜਪਹੁ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ। ਸਿਮਰ 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 ਸੁਖ ਪਾਵਹੁ, ਆਪ ਜਪਹੁ ਅਵਰਹ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਵਹੁ। ਭਗਤ ਪਾਏ ਤਰੀਐ ਸੰਸਾਰ, ਬਿਨ ਭਗਤੀ ਤਨ ਹੋਛੀ ਛਾਰ। ਸਰਬ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਸੂਖ ਨਿਧ ਨਾਮ, ਬੂੜਤ ਜਾਤ ਪਾਏ ਬਿਸਰਾਮ। ਸਗਲ ਦੁਖ ਕਾ ਹੋਵਤ ਨਾਸ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਹੁ ਗੁਣ ਤਾਸ। ਸਗਲ ਦੁਖ ਕਾ ਹੋਵਤ ਨਾਸ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਹੁ ਗੁਣ ਤਾਸ। ਸਾਜਨ ਸੰਤ ਕਰਹੁ ਇਹੋ ਕਾਮ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਜੋ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸੁਖ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈ। This ਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ bless us with at ਸ੍ਰੀ ਰਾਮਸਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ। ਉੱਥੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਥਾਨ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਮੰਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ recite this ਬਾਣੀ of ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਸੁਖ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਬਾਣੀ। That we all looking for ਸੁਖ in our lives. ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ in this ਬਾਣੀ of ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ gives us the answer ਕਿ how can we gain ਸੁਖ in our lives, that we all been yearning for, that we all look for in our lives is ਸੁਖ। ਸੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਸਿਖੇਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਰਵਨ ਕੀਤਾ, what we went through in the Katha last week in this 20th Ashtapadi of Sri Sukhmani Sahib. So 4 ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀਆਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ, 4 ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀਆਂ remain। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ says in this 20th ਸਲੋਕ ਕਿ ਫਿਰਤ ਫਿਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ, ਪਰਿਆ ਤਉ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬੇਨਤੀ, ਆਪਣੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਲਾਏ। ਕਿ ਫਿਰਤ ਫਿਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ, ਕਿ ਹੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ 84 ਲੱਖ ਜੂਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਫਿਰਦਾ, I've been wandering in that 8.4 million life cycle or cycles you could say. ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ ਹੁਣ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਦੇਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਕੇ gaining this human body ਪਰਿਆ ਤਉ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਹਾਂ। hearing your praise of coming to your ਸ਼ਰਨ। ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ, this is my ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਲਾਏ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋ। bless me with your ਭਗਤੀ, your loving devotion. then ਅਰਦਾਸ means a humble plea to the Guru ਕਿ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ tells us ਕਿ ਜਾਚਕ ਜਨ ਜਾਚੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਦਾਨ ਕਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਵੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ। ਜਾਚਕ he means a ਮੰਗਤਾ, somebody who is begging, who is asking. ਜਾਚਕ ਜਨ ਜਾਚੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਦਾਨ ਕਿ हे ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਕਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਵੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ। bless you with this gift of ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ। So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj tells us what should be our ardas. What ardas should we do to Tan Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji? We should be asking for Naam di Daat. So last week we went through this state of someone who doesn't ardas, a mangta, jachak, to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, to WhyGuru Ji. But today we carry on the Katha in the 5th pada. And what does Guru Arjan Dev Ji teach us today? What is Upadesh Sache Paatshah bless us with today? Saram karan to pehla saad sangat ji, sari sangat aakho, Satnam Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji।
ਸਾਜਨ ਸੰਤ ਕਰੋ ਇਹੋ ਕਾਮ।
So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਕਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਸਾਜਨ ਸੰਤ ਕਹੇ ਸੰਤ ਜਨੋ, O saints, ਕਰੋ ਇਹੋ ਕਾਮ। ਇਹੋ ਕੰਮ means ਇਹੋ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਰੋ। ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਅੱਗੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹਨ। ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਆਨ ਤਿਆਗ ਜਪੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ।
ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਗ ਕਰਕੇ give up every other type of job and do this one job। ਆਨ ਤਿਆਗ ਜਪੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਕਿ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਨਾ ਕਰੋ। forget everything else other ਕਾਜ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਕਾ ਮਿਲ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਭਜ ਕੇ ਵਰ ਨਾਮ। They say forget about everything else, ਆਨ ਤਿਆਗ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ every other type of job put to one side। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ says ਜਪੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਕਿ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਨਾ ਕਰੋ। So Maharaj is telling us what should be our action, the way, how should we live our lives. The most important thing is to earn this wealth of naam। ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਸਿਮਰ 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 ਸੁਖ ਪਾਵਹੁ।
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ 3 ਵਾਰੀ 3 times they say to us ਸਿਮਰ ਸਿਮਰ ਸਿਮਰ। So ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਿਮਰਨਾ ਕਰੋ। first with our mind remember the Guru, ਮਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਿਮਰ ਸਰੀਰ ਕਰਕੇ through our body remember the Guru, ਫਿਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਕਰਕੇ through our words, through our thoughts, through our body and through our words remember the Guru। ਜਾਂ ਮਨ ਬਚ ਕਰਮ, 3 types of karma that we have, 3 prakar de karma। The first type of karma is what we think. So what we think is being judged. Every thought that we have, right? There's this thing called ahimsa. Ahimsa means to be without any violence, right? The one who has dharma in their life, lives a righteous life. One of the qualities that they have is ahimsa. Ahimsa means not to be violent. It doesn't just mean physically, it means with our mind. Because Gaivari saw things, when we get angry, we think in our mind, what I could do to that person. I'm sure we've all had that for a few times or many times. Okay, we think of these scenarios in our head of how we do something to somebody else. But that is a form of violence as well with our mind, and that is a form of karma as well. And we're judged upon that as well. So man bach, jo jehde bachan assi karde han, those words that we speak as well, even those we know ourselves that many times somebody's words can have more than the physical action. Words can stay for a long time. So man bach te karm sareer karke ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। What words do we do with what actions do we do with this body as well? They're all being judged. So Maharaj is saying, what should we do with our mind? What should we do with our body? What should we do with our words? Simara, simara, simara. Phir sukh pav. Then that person gains sukh. जैसा भी said साध संगत जी श्री सुखमनी साहिब सुख देन वाली बाणी जैसी सुख चाਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ गुरु अर्जन देव जी महाराज जी सानू दसदे ਹਨ कि सिमर 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 के मन करके शरीर करके बाणी करके सिमरन करो फिर सुख पावो then we gain सुख with all these three things very important. The key word we think we can't control our mind does not sit still, then control our actions, control our words, and then our mind will come under control. It's like a process. When we control our actions, then we control what we speak, then our mind changes as well. If we act in lust, if we speak about lust, our mind's going to think about lust. Our mind's going to act in lust. All the further that we have our calm. When we start to do divine actions, जब ਅਸੀਂ सेवा करते हैं, we wash the pande, then even our inside is becoming pure. When we speak good words, divine words. ਵਡਿਆਈ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲਾ ਸੱਚ ਨਾ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਜਾਗ ਕੇ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰੋ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਾਸੀ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜੋ ਵੀਰ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਕਰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਸਿਮਨ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਨ ਤਨ ਭੈ ਅਰੋਗਾ ਕੋਟ ਬਿਗਨ Maharaj says quote begin. What does begin mean? Begin means rukavat. Rukavat means obstacle. We all have our own obstacles in our life. But Maharaj says quote begin lathe prabhasarna. Lathe means to be moved. Prabhasarna. By coming into Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sharan. Coming into Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Sharan. Quote begin lathe prabhasarna. Pragate pale sanjoga. Then say that our great fortune becomes activated. Who knows in our life when our lives are going to change, we're going to come close to Sikhi. I bet so many people in this room that are keeping their case right now used to be Munne before. Or maybe we're thinking about keeping our case. We want to take Amrit one day. Pragate Pale Sanjoga, that great fortune, that Sanjog, that union with the Guru happens through great fortune. And how can we activate that? By coming into Maharaj Ji Sharan. फिर महाराज जी बचन कर देन के प्रभ बानी सब दो सपाख्या that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's बानी जो प्रभु परमेश्वर वाहिगुरु जी दी बानी है सब दो सपाख्या सब तो उत्तम है. It's the greatest बानी बानिया सिर बानी. इस प्रकार गावहो सुनहो पढ़ो नित भाई गुरु पूरे तू राख्या. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji gives us an instruction. They give us a teaching, sikhya ke gaavho. What should we do then? Gavaho, sunaho, paraho. Three things. Gavaho, sunaho, paraho. Simara, 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 sukha pavaho. Gavaho. If we're going to remember the Guru, then remember them by singing about them. Kirtan, suno. Kirtan karo. We can all do Kirtan. Maybe our voices may not be nice like mine, but we can still do it when nobody's around. Theek hai, gaddi de vich, when you're in the shower, you can do Simran then. Gavaho, Sunaho, Simran. One form of Simran is remembering, is listening, sorry. When we listen, when we hear about somebody, we start to remember them. So if we start to hear about a Guru, that's another form of Simran. Gavaho, Sunaho, Paraho. Paraho, Pave, Gurbani Paro. Jai Tahas vi Paro. Listen to Itahas, the Sakhya, Guru Itahas. Sakhya of our Gurus. महाराज जी आप कह रहे कि सुन साखी मन जप प्यार. सुन साखी. By listening to the Sakhi of the Gurus, मन जप प्यार, फिर साढ़े अंदर प्रेम पैदा हो जाता है. साध संगत जी inside us we gain love for the Guru. मन जप्या फिर असी प्रेम दे नाम जपदे आ. We start to recite Gurbani with prem, because that prem comes to listen to Guru Sahib Ji Sakhi. Sakhi da arth is story ja sikhya. That's the better arth. Sikhya, Guru, but in the Sakhi you gain Sikhya. Sakhya sun ke asi Sikhya प्राप्त कर दे. We gain Sikhya from the Sakhya. Pumiya Chor, Sajjan Thag, all these stories. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji diya Sakhya, all these Sakhya we gain so much Sikhya, teachings. But now if we gain through Sakhis, we become present. Now our arth is Sakshi. Sakshi means to be present. कि उत्थे साध संगत जी साडे मन दे विच in our mind we have a lot of stillness, the calm, and we can imagine that story. So we are there, we are witnessing the story. That's how powerful stories are. In the olden days when the Singhs didn't have, devices, when they used to live in the jungles, what kept them going? It was a sakhya, it was the stories of the Chote Sahibzade. When Banda Singh Bahadur went to all those places to go give saza to those people, what fueled Baba Banda Singh Bahadur? It was the Sakhi of the Char Sahibzade. It was the Sakhi of the Shaheed Singhs. But we hear the Sakya today from our grunts, from people who may sit on stage like myself and try to relay that history. Imagine hearing it for the people themselves who met those Char Sahibzade, who saw them running around Sri Nampur Sahib. Imagine the effect of hearing the Sakya from them. Imagine how they must have told the Sakya of the Sahibzade. We're in September, October is coming, फिर November, फिर पौधा महीना in December, mid-December, all these shahidiyan took place. Imagine hearing it first account, what that must have done to those Guru Sikhs at that time. How must inspire them. Imam ji saying कि सुन साखी मन जाप यार, जा गुरु साखी अंतर जागीता चंचल मत त्यागी. कि Guru Sakhi, taking upon the Guru Sikhya, Guru Sakhi antar jagi. Andro Sasingri Saras, something begins to jog. Jog means to come alive. Ta chanchal mat tyagi. This mind of ours is very chanchal. Doesn't sit still. It's all over the place. So many thoughts that come in and out of our mind. But it's like ta chanchal mat tyagi. That chanchalta is taken away. Dur ho janda hai. Mar ji de kirpa de naal. So इस प्रकार साध संगत जी गावो हो सुनो हो पढ़ो हो सिमर 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 सुख पावो हो. Guru पूरे तू राखिया. Guru पूरे तू राखे says the true Guru will protect you. फिर सुख पावो हो. Where's the dukh in our life? If the Guru is protecting us, जिसके सिर ऊपर तू स्वामी सो दुख कैसा पावे. Say the one who has the Guru's hand upon their head, how can they have any dukh in their life? There's no dukh in their life because the Guru is protecting them. The one who's in the Guru's sharan, they're always protected. So, sukh pavo Maharaji bachan karde han. Is prakar sukh prapat ho janda hai simran karke hanji.
आप जप हो अवरह नाम जपाव हो.
So, Maharaji keh rahe ke aap jap ho pave, aap japo, फिर अवरह नाम जपाव हो. फिर होर ना नू नाम जपाना है. That first you have to jap naam ourselves, then we can inspire others. Right? Maharaji, the path of Sikhi is very clear. Avrupadesh hai, aap na kare, avat jav te janam hai mare. Which means if we don't practice what we teach, what we preach, then we're just going to keep coming again and again in this life. Or this cycle, animals, wherever it may be. But Maharaji is saying here, aap japo. First we have to live Sikhi ourselves. Aap japo. Avreh naam japav. Because what happens is we may come into Sikhi, learn a few things, then we go home, and then we start teaching our family everything. Like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. And what happens? Then we end up causing more problems. And then we push them away from Sikhi as well. So you have to be careful sometimes. But the main point that Guru Sahib is saying here, it is first simara 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 sukha pavaho, then aap japoho. By reciting Guru's name all the time, then we have such an emotion inside us, such an energy that now we want to spread this to the whole world and make them experience what we're experiencing as well, through love. Not through shoving it down their throat. One beautiful quote about Sikhi is that Sikhi doesn't need to be preached. All we have to do is share Sikhi, and that will do everything. It's so beautiful that if we just share Sikhi, people fall in love with it. We don't have to shove it down anyone's throat. That's how beautiful Sikhi is. But share it with other people. Share it with them and they fall in love with Sikhi themselves. So इस प्रकार Maharaji bachan karde hain कि आप जपो हो फिर होरना नु नाम जपाना है. हाँ जी.
भगत पाए तरिए संसार.
ते भगत पाए कि प्रेमा भक्ति करके, by doing prema bhakti, which means love and devotion. Prem de na bhakti karni hai, to remember the Guru, to do seva, simran, part, whoever it could be, kirtan, whether you do it, whether you listen to it. Pae, pae he means prem. Pae bhagata. Bhagata pae, tariye sansar. Fir tariye, Maharaji keh rahe ke fir us jeev is sansar to tar janda hai, is pav sagar to tar janda hai. This worldly ocean, they cross over it through bhakti. When by Raja Shivnab ji questioned Bhai Manasukh. So who is Bhai Manasukh Ji? Bhai Manasukh Ji was a Sikh of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Bhai Bhagirath Ji used to be a worshipper of Chandi, of Kali Mata. Then what happened was one day Bhai Bhagirath Ji had in his Sufana, just Sufana de vich ja Partak darshan hoke, they saw Durga. And what was she doing? She was doing seva in Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji's home, because he worshipped her. And he said, what are you doing? And she goes, I get all my Shakti from the house of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. So what happened then? Bhai Bhagirath Ji thought to himself that why am I doing puja of Bhagavati, of Chandi, when I should do Bhagati, when I should do love and devotion of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji? If all the Devi Devte, if all the gods and goddesses are worshipping Guru Arjan Dev Ji, then why am I worshipping the gods? Why don't I worship the one they are worshipping? WhyGuru, Guru Sahib Ji. So then Bhai Bhagirath Ji went to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji's Charan Shamaj Pehna karke, they came to their Charan Sharan, and they became a Sikh of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Then Guru Arjan Dev Ji sent them on a mission. They sent them on a mission to go bring some items from a village very, very far where Bhai Manasukh Ji was. And then Bhai Manasukh Ji wanted to know about why Bhai Bhagirath Ji has come, why they've come for these items, and they asked, who is your Guru? And then they started explaining who their Guru was. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Sache Paatshah Ji Maharaj. They gave out his house just by hearing the word Guru Arjan Dev Ji. People's lives were changed just by hearing the word Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Let alone meeting the Guru, just hearing about them. And then Bhai Manasukh Ji said, take me to your Guru. They Rasta de vich, when they were walking, Bhai Manasukh Ji asked Bhai Bhagirath Ji that if I can't, how can we believe in God if we can't see God? And what did Bhai Bhagirath Ji say to them? He said, can you see the air? And they said, nay, I can't see the air. But can you feel the air? And I said, Hanji, I can feel the air. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just because we can't see WhyGuru Ji doesn't mean they don't exist. We can feel them. We say the gut instinct, we can feel them inside. Another analogy, Sahasangaji Ji, we have the Samundar, the ocean. When we have taps, so you get water from our taps. In those days, if we had pyas, if we had a thirst inside us, we'd have to go to the Samundar. We'd have to go to the ocean, we'd have to go to the river, not to the ocean, don't drink that water, salty. We'd have to go to the water. But today, what happens is, chalo, go on, someone joined us on the stage. But in today's world, Sahasangaji, we don't want to go looking, we don't want to go searching. We have to go searching, we have to make an effort. Aap japaho, avare naam japavaho. We have to make an effort to go and find the one. Mehnat karni hai. We have to make an effort. Uddam kale padke parabati. So Bhai Manasukh Ji understood this, that we have to make an effort, just like how we said at the end of the slok, that jini naamate aya gay masakat kal nanak te mukujle keti chutti naal. That those who made an effort, they met WhyGuru Ji. Nanak te mukh ujjale, that their face shined, te keti chutti naal. Many were saved as well with them. Aap japaho, avare naam japavaho. Because they themselves recited God's name and inspired others to say WhyGuru Ji's name as well. So Sahasangaji, Bhai Manasukh Ji then came to Tan Siddhi Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji in Siddhi Sultanpur Sahib. When they sat, they arrived during the time of Kirtan. And during the time of Kirtan, Sahasangaji, they sat in Anand of the Kirtan. There was to baad Sahasangaji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji met Bhai Bhagirath Ji, and they said, I see you've brought somebody else with you today. I see you've brought Manasukh with you. Bhai Manasukh Ji, Bhai Manasukh Ji in their mind, they had this doubt. That Maharaj Ji de darshan karan to pehle they had this doubt in their mind that how do I know that Guru Arjan Dev Ji is a Puran Guru? And they said that if Guru Arjan Dev Ji knows my name, then I'll believe that they're a Puran avatar. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji said when they arrived, Kirtan to baad ka, I see that you've brought Bhai Manasukh Ji with you. So that broke all of his doubts in his mind as well. So Maharaj is saying कि आप जपो अवरे नाम जपावो फिर भगत पाए तरिए संसार. वाहिगुरु जी. ठीक है. So Maharaj is saying कि भगत पाए तरिए संसार. कि through prema bhakti tariye sansar da they're carried over the world ocean, and many people are saved as well. Manne tare tare Gur Sikh. Those who accept the Guru's bachan, aap tar jande han, then they cross over themselves. They tare Guru Sikh, others are carried across because of the blessings bestowed upon them, because of the blessings that Guru said is given them. Hanji.
Bin bhakti tan hosi shar.
Te Maharaj says ke bin bhakti ke prema bhakti to bina tan hosi char is sharir swaha rupa ho javega. This body is going to become ash anyway. It's going to become mitti anyway. So make the use of this body. What's the best thing we can do with this body? Of course, whenever we sit on these stages and we do parchar or we attempt, it's not to say that you completely abandon the world, you don't work and you go live in the jungles. That's not what Sikhi is advising. It's not to say that's wrong, but Bhai Gurudas tells the best way to live your life is Grihastha Jivan. But not to become so enraptured in Grihastha Jivan that we forget about our purpose, which was this Rupa Gati. The amount of energy that we put into the world, into our lives, into everything else. Sajana Sant Karaho Eho Kam An Tyaga Japoho Haranam. You're saying, look, you've done enough of that stuff. How much are you going to do? 80 years of work? No time for Bhakti? When we get old, we probably know ourselves. Just look at me, I wear glasses now. My eyesight's getting worse for some reason. Started wearing it when I was in year 7. Don't get better for some reason, right? So, Maharaj says in Gurbani, Sir Kampiyo, Pagadaga Mage, Nana Jotatehin. They say that when we get older, Biradi Avastha de which when we get much older, they say Sir Kampiyo, mind's not still anymore. Pagadaga Mage, Pag means our feet. We can't walk straight anymore. Just look at our grandparents. No disrespect, when they get old, it's hard to walk. Naina Jot Tehin, our eyesight, we start to lose it. So when are we meant to do it? If we can't even sit now, our legs crossed, what makes us think we're going to do when we're 80? If we can't even do it now, it's not going to happen. If our mind can't sit still now, what makes us think that in another 50, 60 years, 20, 30, 40 years of training our mind to stay like that, to be able to concentrate, that we think one day, it's going to change, it's in a second. If for 60 years of our life, 70 years, how many years we're living right now, 25, we've got a habit, do you think that habit can change overnight? I'm not saying it can't, but it's very, very unlikely. Habits are very hard to break and very, very hard to make. So we have to start someday, and the longer we leave it, the harder it can get, because an attachment just keeps on growing and growing. It's a vicious cycle. Life's a cycle. Everything's a cycle we go through. Just one cycle after another. They just don't end. But Maharaj is saying that one day tan hosi char. Ek din saasin jo sada sharir is going to become pasam, it's going to become mitti, it's going to become ash. It's going to go in the river, it's going to go. We've all seen it Antam Sanskar de vich. When we go to Sri Kirtan Sahib, jithe bhi assi jande how we see the ash just goes like that. That was a body once. That person used to speak to us, and now they've become ash. It's hard pill to swallow when we see it. Jo aaya so chalsi, sab koi aayi variye. Whoever's come has to go. Is prakar Maharaj says to us ke jiske ji paran hai kyo sahe monavasariye. If we've got this life force inside us, if WhyGuru Ji right now is sitting in this body, if that light is sitting there, then they say, why do we forget them? Why are we forgetting them? Apana hathi apana apihi kajaswariye. If we just all look at our arms, what's on our arm? We've got a kara on our arm. Hopefully, Maj Kirpakar. If we don't, then there's a stall outside. Buy a kara. Guru di nishani hai. We don't even wear kara. Maaf karo ji, we can wear a rakhri. That's the whole vichar in itself that people get dukhi about. I'm not here to comment on either. But a lot of the times they can wear a rakhri, but they can't wear a kara. It's like, what's going on here? Can't wear a Guru's nishani. Why? But for the world, we wear a tag on our hand. But when it comes to the Guru's nishani, we can't wear that. So these are not our arms. These are the Guru's arms. That's where Katha represents that these are not my hands. These are the Guru's hands. Apana hathi apana aap hi kaaj sawari hai. The Guru has given us a responsibility. Okay, what should we do with our lives? They've given us the teachings. The kirpas here. It's up to us whether we come and sit and gain the kirpa or if we just stay at home. Sanji agge paro ji.
Sarb kalyan sukh nidnam.
The Maharaji says fu naam, fu Guru Sahib's naam, sarb kalyan. Kalyan hai means mukti. Ke Maharaji de naam karke, fu de naam japan karke, sarb kalyan. Pave mukti. Prapat ho jandi hai, sarb kalyan sukh nid. Sukh nid, nid he means the treasures. No nidya. Ja sukha dekh jana. The treasure of all happiness is gained through Naam. That is Naam. Naam gives us everything. Just like in Guru Bani, Maharaji says to us, Ratana Ratana Padaratha Baho Sagar Parya Ram. Bani Guru Bani Lage. Maharaji says ke in this world there's an ocean. You all know what an ocean is, right? And it's filled with many, many jewels. But they say Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaji is like an ocean as well. And Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is filled with lots of jewels and diamonds and all these expensive things. Their teachings are like these, Ratana. Ratana, Ratana Padartha, Boh Sagar Pariyara. Meaning, when we start to read Guru Bani, we gain these jewels as well. Then they say, Bani Guru Bani Lage, Tena Hatha Chariyaram. Within their hands, Tena Hatha Chariyaram, in their hands they gain the Amolak Daat. Guru Bani Lage Tin Hatha Chariya, then Molak Ratana Para. Ke Guru Bani Mul to rehta hai. Jo Guru Bani di keemati hai, saas the price of Guru Bani, we cannot put a price in it. A mul to rehta hai. Fir Maharaji says to us, that Guru Bani har naam atolak paya. Atolak means stolen to reht. We cannot weigh it. It has no weight, meaning it has no price. Then they say, Teri Bhagat Pare Pandara. The Jinnah ne aap ji de bhakti kiti hai, Maharaji, whoever did your bhakti, they said their pandar, that their treasure boxes are filled to the top. Sevak ke parpur jug jug, WhyGuru tera sab sadka. So, hey WhyGuru ji, aap ji de kirpa hai, these are your blessings, that your servants, their treasure boxes are filled to the top and they're overpouring. There's no end to them. Meaning, the one who has Naam in their life, they have this Ratan. And then they build so much kamai that they're able to bless others with this Naam as well. And there is all through the Guru's Naam that Maharaji blesses us with, Hanji.
Budat Jat Pai Bisram.
Te Budat Jat, jere jeev is dunya de vich dub jande han, pave sansar samundar vich dub jande han, they're drowning in this worldly ocean. They say even they can be saved. Budat Jat Pai Bisram. Just like how Guru Sahib says to us, that even if somebody is drowning, Jeko dube, phir ho vaisa. Guru Maharaj Ji da bachan hai, ki Jeko dube. Even if somebody is drowning, phir ho vaisa. They can still be saved. So I'm saying, Budat Jat Pai Bisram. Bisram means they can find a place of rest. Ke ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗਤੀ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
Sagal dukh ka hovat naas.
ਤੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਾਸ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
Nanak naam japho guntas.
ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦੇ ਹਾਂ. When we start to recite Guru Sahib's name, Gunatas, ਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੇ, the one who is a treasure of all qualities, of compassion, of forgiveness. They are this Sagar, the ocean of compassion. The compassion that we have doesn't last long. Our patience is very limited. Why? Only a few times you can be nice. Ostavad then Sadasa, you're taking the mic now. Why? So we have a limit. Guru has no limit. What does Nanak mean, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's name? Na ak na thak. They never get tired and they never get fed up. That is the meaning of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. They never get tired, they never get fed up. So we can keep on asking our Guru and they won't get tired. Just like we said last week, Baba Joginder Singh Ji, Moni Ji, I'm sure it's Baba Joginder Singh Ji, head Pujari Singh, Jathedar of Sri Takht Sahib, Sri Hazur Sahib, Sachkhand, a while ago, it's probably about over 20-30 years ago, they har kadam de naal saas, every single step they do ardas. Every step. ठीक है, every step they do ardas to WhyGuru Ji ke keep us safe. Sadi laaj rakho, sadi rakhya karo. Okay, who knows where my next step's gonna take me? Who knows where I could go? Who knows what who knows where that next fort could take me? We don't know. We're not in control of our mind. So Maharaj says that Nanak Nan Japaho Gunatas. Guna dekha jaan. Reciting their name, we can be saved. They sare dukh dur ho jande han, nash ho jande han. Naam japan karke hanji.
Upji preet prem ras chao.
So 3 steps here the Guru gives to us. Upji preet. When we start to walk the path of Sikhi, Upji preet is sade andar prem. Prem means love here. पैदा हो जाता है, we start to gain love inside us. So उपजी प्रीत प्रेम रस, फिर प्रेम दरस. We start to gain preeti, we start to gain this relationship with the Guru, want to learn more about the Guru. फिर प्रेम रस, then we start to experience it, we start to taste it, we start to feel the bliss when we listen to Katha. We start to get goosebumps. Our mind is enraptured in the Guru's Bani. फिर उपजी प्रीत प्रेम रस चाओ, फिर उत्साह उत्पन्न होता है सास. We start to get this excitement, this desire inside us कि I want to meet WhyGuru Ji. मैं दस हो मार्ग संत हो क्यों प्रभु मिलाए. I ask the saints, how can I meet WhyGuru Ji? We start asking this question before we also these other types of questions, but now we ask the most important question, which is how can I meet WhyGuru Ji? So Upji Preet Prem Rasa Chao. Chao Utshah comes inside us, this desire, this longing to meet WhyGuru Ji. Hanji.
Manatan antar ehi soao.
The fair saasi sade man andar, sareer andar, hidden under inside our mind, body, heart, all these things. We have this aim, this purpose. Suao means prayojan, which means a purpose. This is our purpose now. Ke Upji Preet. That I want to start to gain preeti for my Guru, love for my Guru. For Prem Ras, I want to taste this Prem Ras that other people speak about. I want to speak about the Guru in the way other Guru Sikhs speak about my Guru. I want to live the life that the other Guru Sikhs lived as well. Then, Chao, Utashah to meet WhyGuru Ji. I want to meet WhyGuru Ji as well. I want to become one with WhyGuru Ji. Right? If you're going to ask for something here, we say I is the ego. Maharaj Ji says that home dirag rog hai, daru piye samahe. Yes, ego is not good for us. Within the ego is the medicine. Daru piye samahe. Within the actual home dirag rog is the worst, the hardest type of disease. Say within the disease is the medicine. We have to use the I and the me and break ourselves down. Just like we read in Guru Bani. कि मैं मूर्ख की केतक बात है कोट परादी तड़ियारे. You ever heard that line before? Hopefully they can put on the board. What does that mean? मैं मूर्ख. That means I'm an idiot. Look how we're using this whole मैं, whole मैं, I, me, I am. मैं मूर्ख की केतक बात है कोट परादी तड़ियारे. And there's been so many puppies like me. But Tadiyare, they've all been saved. How? Guru Nanak, jin sunya pekhya, se phir grabas na pariyare. Guru Nanak, jin sunya. Sunya means just to listen. Vah? Bas. Just listening to the Guru. Listen to the Katha, Itahas. Sunya, Duk Paap ka nas. So, Guru Nanak, jin sunya. Pekhya means to see. Guru Maharaj Ji the darshan karke give coming to the Gurdwara Sahib. Darshan of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji say phir grabas na pare aare. They say that person never comes back again in 84 lakh din. In the womb, garb the witch. Never come back again. Straight to such kind of vase nirankar hanji.
Netar ho pekh dars sukh hoye.
Jive Sat Singh Ji, we just heard now netar ho pekh dars sukh hoye. Ke saadiyan akhaं de ਨਾਲ with our eyes netar ho pekh. ਜਾਂ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਬੁੱਧ ਰੂਪੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, with our mind, with our intellect, ਨੇਤਰ ਹੋ ਪੇਕ ਦਰਸ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ. By seeing the Guru, we gain so much sukh. ਗੁਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਖ ਨਿਹਾਲੀ. ਸੋਈ ਸੁਨੰਦਰੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਮੌਲਾ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪੰਦਰੀ ਲਾਲੀ, ਪੰਧ ਜਲੰਦਰੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਠੰਡਾ, ਗੁਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਖ ਨਿਹਾਲੀ. They say, ਸੋਈ ਸੁਨੰਦਰੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਮੌਲਾ. That by listening to the Guru's praises, I feel so rejuvenated inside of me. I feel so alive by listening to the Guru's jas. I feel alive again. I feel I've got energy inside me. I've got the shark, and now I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a difference. That is the blessings of coming into the Guru Sharan, having darshan of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Hanji.
ਮਨ ਬਿਗਸੈ ਸਾਧ ਚਰਨ ਧੋਏ.
ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਚਰਨ ਧੋਏ. ਸਾਧ ਹੈ means those great saints. ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਚਰਨ ਧੂਰੀ. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਧੋ ਕੇ, by washing their ਚਰਨ, washing their feet, they say ਮਨ ਬਿਗਸੈ, ਕਿ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, in our mind we gain so much anand, we gain so much bliss by washing the feet of the Sadh Sangat. Where can we see that? We can see that when we have Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Seva, we go into a Sikhi camp, and then the Pand Singh come from outside into the building, and we do the Charan Di Seva. We wash their Charan with Jal, whether that's here, Jodian Di Seva, all forms of Seva of doing Sadh Sangat Di Charan Di Seva. So they say by doing this man big says, so much sukh can come in our mind. Never tried it before, do Jodian Di Seva. Go into the Jodakar, take a cloth with you, and start to clean the Sangat's shoes. Then take that, don't just take that cloth and put in the wash. Take that cloth and wipe it on our matha. Wipe it in our bed. There was a Sakhi of a Singh. I'm speaking so much, going to one part that's still got free to go. During the times of Sant Janel Singh Ji, Singh aake they did a benti ke my beard is not growing, it's very short, right? The Sant Ji ne bachan kita said, we do Jordan Di Seva, and then take that charan turi and rub it into your beard, into your case, and your beard will grow. And these nice, very nice long beard grew from that. That obviously this is one example. That is the power of the charan turi, the dust of the saints' feet, and the Sadh Sangat, Sresh Jani Sangat, Sat Sangat, the greatest. Tiski Toor, Man Udre, Prabh Hoy Suk Prasanna. Comes in Guru Bani Tiski Toor. By taking that Charan Turi, Man Udre. Man Udre means that person becomes completely divine, Mukt. Man Udre, Prabh Hoy Suk Prasanna. Jadu WhyGuru Ji Shad Nal, Prasanna Hundine, when they become happy with us, then we gain the Charan Turi of the Sadh Sangat. Hanji.
Bhagat Jana Ka Man Tan Rang.
The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says that Bhagat Jana Ke Man Tan Rang, ke ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ. And their mind is filled with love, with ਪ੍ਰੇਮ. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਚੜ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. If we start to do their sangat, then we gain prem inside our mind as well, doing sangat of those who have praying for the Guru. Hanji.
Vidla ko pava sang.
But they say vidla ko, both vidle han, they're very rare to find. Vidla ko pava sang. To gain their sangat, you have to be very, very lucky to gain sad sangat. Vidla ko, vidla he means very, very rare. Vidle ke yi ke, like in Siri Jap Rera side the part, both vidle han hanji.
Ek bast dije kar maya.
इस प्रकार वाहिगुरु जी कर मया, मया करो दया करो, एक बस्त दीजै. Bast hai means item, vastu padarth. Give me this one gift. What is that one gift? एक बस्त दीजै कर मया. आगे पढ़ो जी.
Gur prasad naam jap laya.
के नाम दी दात बख्शो. This is the one thing I asked me, WhyGuru, if you're going to give me something, विनत तो होर जे मंगना, सिर दुखा के दुख, देह नाम संतोखे उतरे मन की भुख. If you're going to give me one thing, WhyGuru ji, if I ask one thing, जाचक जन जाचे प्रभदान, कृपा करो महाराज जी, नाम दी दात बख्शो. कर कृपा देव हो हर नाम. So Maharaj ji is saying ke Nanak naam, dwara paro ji.
Gur prasad naam jap laya.
Ke Gur prasad ਮਾਰ ਜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰ ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਲਿਆ that give me your name, bless with this name and that I may recite name all the time, ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਲਿਆ that ਅੱਠੇ ਪੈਰ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ that I may get to that stage where I'm always absorbed in ਨਾਮ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਪਮਾ ਕਹੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ
just like we went for a few weeks ago ਜਿਹਬਾ ਏਕ ਉਸਤਤ ਨੇਕ we only have one tongue but their praises are countless ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਪਮਾ ਕਹੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਸਤਤੀ ਕਥਨ ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿਤ ਹੈ their praises are beyond explanation ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਪਮਾ ਕਹੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਾਨਕ ਰਹਿਆ ਸਰਬ ਸਮਾਏ
ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ they inside everybody God is everywhere God is all around the wind is all around us ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ is all around us but that does not mean that we can say okay, God is everywhere so I don't have to come to the Godara side because that's what happens is we say that because until we can't see God everywhere in one sense it's just words we have to experience that they hear in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Hazuri Vaiguru Ji is Prakash hai Pothi Parameswar ka thaan Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai Guru Granth Sahib Ji says himself Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai that this is the form of Vaiguru Ji Nirankar Vaiguru Ji das they said Jevad Avar na koi and there's nobody like them there's nobody like Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji these are the words of Vaiguru mean they are Vaiguru there's no difference Hanji
Prabh Bakhsand Deen Dayal
so Prabhu Parameshwar Vaiguru Ji our Guru Vaiguru Bakhsand they are the one that blesses us Bakshish karne wala they're the one who gives us their blessings Prabh Bakhsand Deen Dayal Griba nu Navajan karne wala they're the one that lift up the low they are the kar they're the home of all forms of compassion they give us compassion in our lives they always show the compassion Satguru Ji Hanji
Bhagat Vachal Sada Kirpal
te Bhagat Vachal hai means pyar that they have prem with their bhagats it's not just the bhagats love them they love their bhagats as well they love all of us but there's that deep connection that the bhagat feels they feel the Guru's love the one who doesn't do bhagati they can't feel the Guru's love it's like facing our back to the sun when we put our back towards the sun and we start walking what happens we get further from the sun our shadow gets bigger our ego gets bigger when we keep walking away but when we face the sun then we gain the warmth from the sun we see the light of the sun we can see everything so Kaivari is our own drishti it's the way we look at life if we face the sun we gain the warmth we gain the light if you turn our back to the sun we can't see the light and of course you can feel the warmth from the back of your neck but you get the meaning that we won't feel that warmth but when we face the Guru then we can feel that prem how do we face the Guru bhakti karke hanji
Anath Nath Gobind Gopal
ye tima da raja hai malik hai they are the raja they are the malik they are the master of those who have no master Anath Nath Anath the one who is a masterless no leader no malik Anath Nath they are the master of the masterless then Maharaj Ji says ke Gobind Gopal he means Prithvi de Malak te Prithvi means this Tarti they are the Malak they are the master Jandan wala and also Palan karan wala they are the one that take care of everybody they take care of all of us Sada Kirpal ate Kirpa da ghar hai hanji
Sarv Kata Kart Pratpal
te Sarv Kata he means Sat Singh Ji ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਰੀਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ resides ਘਟ ਘਟ ਕੇ ਅੰਤਰ ਕੀ ਜਾਣਤ ਭਲੇ ਬੁਰੇ ਕੀ ਪੀਰ ਪਛਾਣਤ ਭਲੇ ਬੁਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਚੰਗੇ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਬੁਰੇ ਕਰਮ good and bad people ਭਲੇ ਬੁਰੇ ਕੀ ਪੀਰ ਪਛਾਣਤ they know their pain I read this post the other day there was a Singh who's out of Gurdwara Sahib not too far from here and he saw somebody come into the bins of the Guru Ghar and he was taking some of the tail that was left over and the Singh started to shout at him okay, what are you doing you can't come to the Guru Ghar and steal and that person apologized straight away and said please forgive me I'm so poor that I can't afford oil And then the Singh was like, whoa. And he goes, take it all, take all the oil. What was he seeing at that moment that we're so quick to judge? And we don't realize how lucky we are to have the things that we have. The thing that person didn't know was that actually if he wanted oil, he should just come inside and ask for it. If he wanted food, he could have come inside and asked for it. Or he could have just taken it. Guru Ka Langar is for everyone. But we have not done a good job of telling people that there's Guru Ka Langar. Guru Ka Langar should be open to everybody. There should be a big sign outside that says free food for the body, but also for the soul as well. Because in order to get to the Langar hall, unless you do cheeky thing like me and go on the back way, into the back door, you have to walk past the bar side. So before we can get to Langar hall, we're going to hear the Kirtan. We're going to hear the Katha, and it may just strike something inside us. So we don't do a good job of this. But Maharaji is saying to us, that one, WhyGuru Ji, Sarva Kata, Kart Pratpal, they take care of everyone. Whether those people are poor, rich, good, bad, Pratpal. Sarva Pratpal. They protect everybody, Hanji.
Aad Purkh Karan Kartar.
Mud Roop hai, there from the start, Purkh Puran Roop hai, Karan, the cause of all causes, Kartar, the doer, Prabhu Parameshwar, WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
Bhagat Jana Ke Pran Adar.
ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਭਗਤ ਜਨ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਗਤ ਜਨ ਹਨ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ those who do bhakti on Guru Sahib ji, what is the support? Pran Adar. Pran here means the life forces that work through us. People say breath very loosely as well. Pran, there's 5 types of pran that run through our body. And these pran allow us to breathe, they allow us to blink, sneeze, do everything, digest our food. Pran Adar. What is the support of the Bhagats? It's their Naam, WhyGuru Ji's Naam. Naam da Asra. That is his support, Hanji.
Jo jo japai so hoye puneet.
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੀਵ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦਾ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਜਪਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਹੋਏ ਪੁਨੀਤ their mind becomes pure ਸੁਨਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ ਕਹਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਰਹਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰੇ ਸੁਨਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ by listening to the Guru's praises they become pavitr ਕਹਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ whoever recites Gurbani they become pavitr as well. Then Satguru Rahiya Parapure. That Guru Sahib Ji is everywhere. They see them all around them. When they want the Nanak Guru Charna Lage. By holding on to the Guru's Charna, Vaje Anhad Ture, then we start to hear this Anhad Shabad. That Guru Bani resides amongst us all the time. We spoke about this before, Pai Sahib Pai Randir Singh Ji, Pai Sahib Ji. They would wake up and see Sukhmani Sahib part would go automatically in their head. Automatically. You see, TV te la ke we put on Sikh channel, in the afternoon Sukhmani Sahib part we can hear. Or radio te we have cassette players, we press play Sukhmani Sahib part. When it came to Pai Sahib Ji, Pai Sahib Pai Randir Singh Ji, they would just wake up and see Sukhmani Sahib part would happen automatically in their head. Automatically. Because they had that Gurbani sits inside us as well. Mata vicha Ratna Javahar Manika Jek Gur ki Sikh Suni. If we just listen to the Guru Sikhya, then those jewels, those diamonds, Sukhmani, money is a type of jewel as well. Mata vicha Ratna Javahar Manika, they sit inside our mind, they sit inside our heart. Gurbani is not far away from us, Gurbani sits inside us. So Gurbani is Amrita Naam, Amrita Bani. Har har teri. What's the difference? It's all one, Hanji.
Bhagat pai lave manheet.
The Sasi Bhagat pai, those ones who do prema bhagati lave manheet, they gain this interest inside their mind. Okay, they want to do bhagati. They want to wake up in the morning. They want to say WhyGuru. They want to wake for Amrita Vela. They don't get dukhi when they see the alarm clock going off. They get very, very happy when they can wake up for Amrita Vela and they can do Ishnan. They want to quickly do Ishnan. Then they want to quickly sit down and say WhyGuru. Chonkra maar ke, ekant thate, they want to just say WhyGuru with complete focus. Maharaji kirpa karne, bless us with that Utashah as well, Hanji.
Hum nere guniyar neech ajaan.
Hey Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji, asi guna to rehat ha, we have no gun. We have no qualities inside us. Hum nirguniyar neech ajaan. Neech, I'm the lowest of the low, Ajan, Agyani Purush. I don't know anything. मैं मूर्ख I know nothing. सच्चे पातशाह जी हाँ जी।
नानक तुमरी शरण पुरख भगवान।
इस प्रकार सच्चे पातशाह तुमरी शरण तुम्हारी आशा। सच्चे पातशाह जी is all about your शरण and your आसरा or your support. तुम ही सज्जन सुहेले राखे रख नहार गोपाला नानक घर के गोले के सच्चे पातशाह साडी रखिया करो। I am your दास, I am your servant. Nanak kar ke gole, I'm just a servant in your home. I'm nothing special. I'm just your das. So Nanak tumri saran pur Bhagwan hai Bhagwan ji Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru ji aap ji de charan sharan bakshish karo haan ji।
ਸਰਬ ਬੈਕੁੰਠ ਮੁਕਤ ਮੋਖ ਪਾਏ।
हाँ जी आगे पढ़ो जी।
एक निमक हर के गुण गाए।
एक निमक एक छिंदे वास्ते, the one who says WhyGuru ji's name ek gun gaye, whoever sings WhyGuru ji's name, Maharaj ji tells ke sarab baikunth mukt mokh paye, ke all the sukh you gain from going to all the heavens, sarab baikunth। Then they say ke mukt चार प्रकार दी मुक्ति है, all the different types of mukti you may gain from all the different heavens. Imagine the bliss, the pleasure you gain in heaven is 100 or 1,000 times more than the bliss we can gain here in a worldly sense. Mokh, all these different types of mukti, keval mukti, how are they gained? All this sukh is gained, the greatest sukh is gained through Naam. It's through reciting Guru Sahib's name, ek nimak har ke gun gaye. If just one moment we recite the name, then all sukh is gained, Hanji।
अनेक राज भोग बड़ाई।
ते साध संगत जी अनेक मुल्का दे राज भोग पदार्थां दा भोग करना है, to gain all types of power, all types of items, बड़ाई, honor, शोभा, Hanji।
हर के नाम की कथा मन पाई।
सच्चे पातशाह दे नाम रूपी कथा नु सर्वन ਕਰਕੇ ਵਾ listen to Guru Sahib Ji's ਕਥਾ, ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਨ ਪਾਏ ਤੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ listen to Guru Sahib Ji's ਕਥਾ। They say just by listening to ਕਥਾ they say ਕਿ ਅਨੇਕ ਰਾਜ ਭੋਗ ਬੜਾਈ, all that power went from the world, ਭੋਗ, all the items we desire to have pleasure of them, ਤੇ ਬੜਾਈ, ਵਡਿਆਈ, ਉਸਤਤੀ, that can all be gained just to listen to ਕਥਾ। That is uttamta, that is the greatness of Maharaj Ji's katha, Hanji।
ਬਹੁ ਭੋਜਨ ਕਾਪਰ ਸੰਗੀਤ।
ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਭੋਜਨ food, ਕਾਪਰ he means ਬਸਤਰ ਕੱਪੜੇ, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਵਿਦਿਆ, ਰਾਗ ਵਿਦਿਆ, all these different types of gifts that we may gain, Hanji, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ, Hanji।
ਰਸਨਾ ਜਪਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨੀਤ।
ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀਭਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਵਾ ਠੰਗ ਰਸਨਾ ਜਪਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨੀ ਨਿਤਾ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ, ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਹੁ ਭੋਜਨ ਕਾਪਰ ਸੰਗੀਤ। there is no ਘਾਟਾ, there is no lack of anything, the one who rasana japati har har neeta, Hanji।
ਪਲੀ ਸੋ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੋਭਾ ਧਨਵੰਤ।
ਤੇ ਭਲੀ ਸੋ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਾਵੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਕਰਮ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਸੋਭਾ to gain honor, ਧਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਡ ਹੋਣਾ to become very rich। How do we gain these things? Meaning that the person doesn't want these things, they chase after them all the time, they run behind them। ਕਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਹਿਰਦੈ ਬਸੇ ਪੂਰਨ ਗੁਰਮੰਤ।
ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰਨ ਗੁਰਮੰਤ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈ। Inside our heart the Guru's mantra WhyGuru resides। Inside our heart everything that somebody may yearn for in a worldly sense comes to them anyway। They don't want it but it chases them, but they're not interested in any of these things, but they come themselves anyway, Hanji।
ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਦੇਹੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ।
ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਅਖੀਲੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਵੀ doing ਅਰਦਾਸ, ਅਸੀਂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ, ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਹੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਦੇਹੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ, ਹੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਦੇਹੋ ਨਿਵਾਸ, ਕਿ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਕਿ I may go into ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ, ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵਾਸਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, bless me with space, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥਾਂ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਇਨ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ। ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਹੈ, ਵਾਸਾ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ। ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ। So, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਦੇਹੁ ਨਿਵਾਸ, ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਰਗਾਸ।
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ, ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੁੱਖਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼, ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਹੀ means ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ, ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼। ਸਾਰੇ ਸੁੱਖਾਂ, all sukh is gained in ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ। This is the place, if you want sukh, ਜੋ ਸੁਖ ਕਉ ਚਾਹੈ ਸਦਾ ਸਰਨ ਰਾਮ ਕੀ ਲੇਹ। Come into the Sharan of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, then all sukh is gained. So, Sadh Sangat Ji, ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ, please forgive all the mistakes made in the Katha vichar, many mistakes, and maaf karo ji. After this Katha, in the second hall upstairs, before the Langar on the right, there's stairs, we have a new session that started a few weeks ago, where we talk about Ardas. So there's a presentation that takes place by Bhai Manpreet Singh, about a 5 to 7 presentation of what is Ardas. Then afterwards, we have a discussion. It's very nice, very informal, relaxed, no judgment. If you don't want to speak, you don't have to. But benti hai to all the Sangat, if you want to come and take part in it, then please do. And let's grow that Sangat and let's interact. Let's do vichar. Vichar means that we sit down, it's crazy. We can look at a topic and when we start talking about it, we think, wow, look how vast it is. Look how much we could have understood if we just sat down and spoke about something in a bit more detail. So please forgive all the mistakes we made. Deho sajjan asi siriya, jo hove sahib syo mel.
ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਦੇਹੁ ਨਿਵਾਸ। ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਰਗਾਸ।
हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे दयाल लाल, प्राणनाथ अनाथ सके दीन दर्द निवार। हे समर्थ अगम पूरन मोहे मया तार, अंधकूप महाभयान नानक पार उतार। आए प्रभ शरणागति कृपा निध दयाल, एक अखर हर मन बस्त नानक होत निहाल। वाहिगुरु नाम जहाज है चढ़े सो तरे पार, जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुर पार उतार नहार। जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुर पार उतार नहार। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु।
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.